where did you learn how to plate like this? It's really sophisticated. A lot of layers of flavor going through there. This shows a tremendous amount of skill.
Are you sure you're 19?
Yeah.
You're making me proud. There's a lot going on, but you can sense what is going on. So nothing is overpowering, and I like the journey you have taken us on.
It's things that grow together, go together.
The artichoke puree is smooth, silky. It's not rich, but it's got flavor.
She cooks with so much instinct. She nailed it.
But you can see the focus on Becky's face. She's only 19, and that makes her the youngest home cook we've ever had in this kitchen.
My key ingredient's beetroot. My family really loves it. It's a fall type of thing. My sister eats it like candy. I'm not your typical 19-year-old cook. People totally underestimate me. I'm not stuck in my ways at all. Like, I don't really have ways yet because I'm only 19.
5 minutes! You have 5 more minutes left!
Keep on moving. You can feel the tension. You can feel the pressure mounting on you.
Oh, here come the shakies.
Everybody's cooking for their life.
Work with speed, handle the pressure.
Down to the wire.
You have 1 more minute left! Come on, 1 minute!
No.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
Remind me of your signature ingredient, Becky.
Beetroot.
It has a monochromatic look that feels modern. And how did you wish to cook the tenderloin?
Medium rare, hopefully.
Very nice. The beets, you have respected and elevated their flavors, seasoned well, but we have a problem here. The problem is that there's one less apron to fight for. This is your express pass to the top 12.
I'm so excited to get a white apron.
Good job, Becky! Way to go, Becky!
I'm the youngest person ever to get a white apron. It's crazy. My parents are gonna be so proud.
Way to go back! Atta girl!
The macaron is such a blank slate, so there's no shortage of great opportunity to personalize them, make them unique and different. One that I happen to love is dulce de leche. Another one I love is a matcha. The creative options are limitless. Hi there, Becky. What flavors are you doing for us today?
I'm gonna do a hazelnut praline and a Bakewell flavored one.
Ah, the Bakewell tart. Is that an old favorite of yours when you lived back in England?
Yeah, everyone loves Bakewell tarts.
So just describe to me those flavors in your macaron that's going to resemble the Bakewell tart. Because there's a lot of Canadians out there who will have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm gonna put almond extract in the buttercream. I'm gonna put a cherry in the middle and maybe some like flaked almonds.
Becky, I'll let you focus on those macarons, and I can't wait to try the Bakewell tart.
Thanks.
Carry on.
Growing up in England, Bakewell tarts are like a staple in your cupboard. Like, you just have them all the time.
When you pipe your macaron, you want to make sure that it just slumps a little so you have that smooth top. The quality that I look for is a light little crust when you just gently bite into it. And then your filling has to be complementary. It has to add a pop. All 10 have to fit snugly into that box. Eugene's macarons look very big. When he adds the filling, they're very thick.
Yeah, very, very tall.
I'm not sure he's going to get 10 in the box. Oh my gosh, he's trying to squeeze one more in her box. Oh.
Let's go! 1 minute! You have 1 more minute left! Come on, 1 minute! Get him in the box! 1 minute! Get them in the box! Get them in the box now!
Oh, God.
You got this, Kagan. You got it. Come on, Eugene.
Use both hands! Oh my God!
I put them in the box I count them, there's only 8 in there. So I've shoved 2 more in. My macarons look like crap.
Come on, Eugene. Come on, Kagan.
Take what you have and go! Take what you have and go!
Go, go. Keep going.
To the front!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up.
Close.
Good job, guys.
Very close.
I've just got it all on display here. I have no idea what's in those other 2 boxes, though.
How many are in the box, Becky?
10.
Well, let's see what they look like, shall we? At first glance, I see one that is definitely crushed.
Yeah.
And the one adjacent to it. I have to try the Beccy tart. It would be rude not to. That very gentle crust on the outside is there. That soft, moist center of the macaron itself, beautiful. And then it's that almond flavor that comes through. That is Beccy tart à la macaron. Thank you, Becky.
Anything else?
We need something green.
Something green. I've got some chives.
No, no. I work for my dad on job sites. He tells me what to do.
Do we have butter over there already?
No. Today I'm in charge.
You know, it's one thing to cook for your family, but it's a whole different thing to cook with your family.
I can't believe you're here.
I can't believe I'm here either.
They're working with the same ingredients that they used the first day in this kitchen.
I'm really excited to see the evolution of these home cooks. I want to show Jess how my knife skills have improved.
Andy, those look beautiful. You only have 40 minutes to reduce that.
I supreme grapefruits. That's a new thing I do these days.
Ooh. It's either me or my dad who does all the cooking at home. I'm gonna do a chicken roulade, beetroots 2 ways, roasted butternut squash puree. I'm gonna do the chicken. He's gonna do kind of the vegetables and the jus.
Look at her. Look at her go. She moves like a chef these days. She's just a little baby, but she's all doing all this stuff. It's amazing. Unbelievably proud.
Don't stop.
Oh, sorry. Unbelievably proud.
Do you want to taste this puree? Does it taste nice?
I like it. You know what, Jess? I think this is done.
I think so too.
She nailed it.
It's a bit bland.
More salt.
Yeah.
It's nice to get a second opinion on your seasoning. Salt or anything, do you think?
No, I don't think so.
It's coming together really well. Like, I knew he was gonna do good.
Maybe put some chives in there, too.
No.
1 minute! You have 1 more minute left. Come on. Get everything on the plate. 1 minute.
That looks nice. That looks nice. Beautiful.
What else do you need me to do?
The caviar on the chip. Can you spread the caviar on?
I mean, it looks beautiful. You should be proud.
You should be proud. There's a lot of teamwork happening in this kitchen right now. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
Fast, 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 fast.
I don't want to...
Yeah.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
Becky and Chris, please bring up your dish.
Made up chicken roulade, beetroot 2 ways, roasted butternut squash puree.
Wow, this is beautiful. I see real artistry. But you know what is king?
Dave.
This works beautifully. The crispy kale with beetroot, the mushroom, beautiful combination, beautiful texture. Outstanding dish, great teamwork.
Thank you.
Not only does it taste great, but you have used the beet in different ways to showcase your key ingredient. And who made the jus?
You did.
You did. That's wonderful. It is rounded, flavorful, has a little sweetness to it. It is the kind of classic chicken jus that you'd expect from a fine French bistro.
Well, thank you.
Putting out a dish like this, it's pretty impressive. Is she this good as a tile setter's assistant?
No, she's not going to make it as a tile guy, that's for sure.
Do you want her back helping you or in the kitchen? Which one is more important to you?
More important that she keeps cooking, definitely.
Well done.
Thank you.
Okay. Seeing the way Becky is in the MasterChef kitchen, she seems at home here. She's found her people.
As I'm cooking this dish, I'm thinking of my family back in England who I never really get to see. I'm gonna do like a northern roast dinner. Squab 2 ways, carrots, potatoes, Brussels sprouts, Yorkshire pudding.
So squab is a beautiful game bird, often eaten in northern England. It is wild, there's a hunting season for it.
Also, squab presents a lot of challenges. It's very easy to overcook.
I'm making squab today because it's the last thing that my granddad made me before he died. So this dish is completely my flavors and heritage.
Becky,
Hi.
how does it feel? You know, Becky's Gastropub.
It's pretty cool.
Most of the time, you are as cool as a cucumber, but this challenge must make you a little nervous, eh?
Yeah, it's like the biggest challenge yet, pretty much. I'm just concentrating on what I have to do, not worrying about the boys.
It's not a bad strategy. Keep focused.
Thanks. When I started this competition, I never thought I'd make it this far. And now it's getting super close. Oh no.
You know, this challenge is a microcosm of the real world. If they do well today, not only are they proving to themselves that they're ready, but they're proving to the world that they are ready to take on that next big opportunity of possibly opening up a real restaurant of their own.
Squab is like red meat. It has to be like blushing red still.
All game meats are super lean, so you need to make sure that you cook it very gently, medium rare.
But now she's left her squab in the pan unattended. She's ran into the equipment room. Squab overcooks in seconds.
Home cooks, the bloggers, and tastemakers are arriving.
Holy cow.
Pressure.
Do not stop cooking.
Even though all these people are arriving right now, I just need to not pay attention to them and do what I need to do.
I have a soft spot for Yorkshire pudding, and they look perfect. I can't wait to taste it.
The end goal is to work in a restaurant, start at the bottom in the kitchen and work my way up until become the best.
There's less than 3 minutes to go before the servers begin to pick up their plates and deliver them to the influencers.
It is wildly intense in this kitchen right now. I can hear commotion going on in front of me. I'm legitimately pouring sweat.
My plates are not done yet, and I'm not ready for the servers to come. I don't have time for this. Yeah.
You should all be plating right now.
Slippery. Sorry. I have to refocus, get organized, and start pumping out plates.
He's pushing himself really hard. Push it, folks. Push it, push it, push it.
20 seconds. In 20 seconds, the servers will be picking up.
Come on, Michael. Come on, Andy.
Come on, push, 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 push.
Service starts now.
The influencers at Becky's UK Gastropub are eating her squab 2 ways with carrot puree, shredded Brussels sprouts, and Yorkshire pudding.
I really admire Becky's plating. It's elegant. I like the fact that the sauce is not too heavy-handed. Looks like somebody that has a lot of skill plated this.
Let's see the cook on the squab. I would like to see a nice medium rare.
That is perfect. Incredible.
Perfectly cooked.
Doesn't need much more than just a little bit of salt. It still has great flavor.
Look at this. She's got a Yorkshire pudding here. She has some of the jus inside of it. Very smart.
Colville Bay oysters, prepared 3 ways. First, we have a Japanese-inspired preparation. A sake poached oyster with Asian pear slaw with a perfectly shelled lobster claw.
I have absolutely no experience with oysters. It's very out of my comfort zone.
The next oyster is served raw, but topped with an intricate mignonette, champagne jelly, red tobacco, and chervil.
Feels like there's like 3 dozen things going on in each little teeny tiny oyster. There's a lot of stuff.
The third and final oyster is our take on oyster Rockefeller with bechamel, spinach puree, sautéed oyster mushroom, and a blend of cheese and toasted panko breadcrumbs.
This challenge is going to be quite difficult. Not only does it have to taste good, but the oysters have to look as gorgeous as we see them.
Let's go! Hustle, 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 guys.
I'm feeling pretty terrified about this pressure test. I'm gonna fight as hard as I've ever fought in my life for this. I'm not going home.
Good hustle, Jen. Good hustle.
There's so many ways that you could prepare oysters. One of those ways is a poached Japanese preparation. And you need to be very, very careful with that.
Just kind of going with the flow here.
I don't want to see them dropping an oyster into a roaring pot of boiling sake. It kills the flavor of the sake and it will destroy the oyster.
It's nice. They also have to prepare a raw oyster, and there's nothing simple about that task. Beautiful classic mignonette, which is usually done with red wine, shallots, very clean, very fresh. You gotta make sure the mignonette does not have too much acidity. It has to be perfectly balanced.
Lots of potential for mistakes here.
Does it smell good, Becky?
Yeah.
Hi, Becky.
Hi.
How you doing?
All right.
First pressure test. Nervous?
Not really.
Not really. So, you confident?
Yeah.
Well, have you ever cooked an oyster before?
No.
No. And you're not nervous at all?
No.
Cold as ice.
I tell you, don't be nervous, but you should always care. Remember that.
Yeah.
All right?
You're a savage, Becky. You're a savage, Becky.
I want the judges to know that I can handle the pressure. I do have emotions, I just don't show them.
10 minutes, you have 10 minutes left.
The Rockefeller is everyone's favorite, including me. First of all, get a nice, rich bechamel sauce with spinach. Very careful, get that taste right.
Puree, get that in the oven right now.
You are going to broil it inside a hot oven.
Find the next gear here, guys.
Jen, you're a machine, Jen. You're a machine.
One of the key elements of that poached Japanese preparation is the lobster claw. Poach until it's just cooked, and then the careful procedure of gently cracking it and removing it whole from its claw.
Yes! Here comes your moment, Becky.
Oh, Becky. 2 minutes. You have 2 more minutes left. 2 minutes. Get those oysters plated. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, Becky. Yeah, Becky.
It's so important to get the right ingredients on the right oyster.
Kagan has a tendency of forgetting things. Look at the oyster. He shucked the most, but he forgot to release them.
Let's go, Kagan.
I need to take my time with this. If I rush it, oyster's gonna look terrible.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up! Great work, guys.
The unshakable Becky. It looks like you carbon copied the plate that we showed you. Well, let's see how your raw oyster tastes. The mignonette is expertly done. Good heat, the peppercorns are finely ground. It complements that oyster beautifully.
Sauce, good flavor, well seasoned. Right combinations of the cheese, the breadcrumb, and finally that mushroom. This oyster Rockefeller, it's one of the best I've ever had.
Wow, Becky.
Very well done.
Thank you.
That's it, Becky.
Yeah, Becky.
Becky, you were the only one that had that oyster in the grasp of the pincers of the lobster, as was shown. Fresh, crisp, and crunchy, the way it should be. Nice seasoning on the lobster claw, but it is, in my opinion, slightly underdone. You're not making it easy.
Good job, babe.
For this fine diner challenge, we want you to take a simple comfort dish and turn it into something extraordinary. You will have access to the equipment room, and a specialty pantry packed with diner food delights.
You have 1 hour to create an elevated diner dish. And at the end of the cook, we will taste the top 3 dishes. And the home cook who produces the winning dish will receive a huge advantage in the upcoming elimination challenge.
Are you ready?
Yes, chef.
Most of the home cooks came out with baskets full of food, but Becky, she had merely a handful of ingredients in her basket.
I think 4 grapefruits and half a dozen eggs.
She's obviously going sweet.
I don't want to see an apple pie. I don't want to see plain burger and fries. This is not the time to be safe.
I'm gonna elevate pie by not just making the traditional mold. It's pretty much a deconstructed pie. I'm gonna make like a grapefruit pie with basil jelly and meringue. It is pie at its core, it's just completely elevated. I've never had grapefruit and basil before, but I think it'll work. Basil goes with most fruit.
Hi, Becky.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good. Oh, what are you making?
A pie.
Pie. Could you settle down? The excitement is overwhelming. Pie. What kind of a pie are you making?
I'm gonna make a grapefruit curd with grapefruit and basil jelly and a meringue.
That's not your average diner pie.
To bake pie in 1 hour, do you think it may be a risk?
Instead of a crust, I'm gonna do a crumble instead.
I baked a pie years ago, and it took less than an hour, Alvin. So, show a little face.
Yeah.
Go get him, sister.
Thank you.
Becky, I want that pie to jump.
Don't listen to a thing he just said. Just ignore it.
I am most worried about my little egg package.
Got one chance at this.
If I mess this up, I won't have any eggs on my steak and egg dish.
1 minute! You have 1 more minute left!
I hope my flavors are gonna get me called up today.
I'm looking at my dish, and it's looking really, really good, but I know it needs one more element.
I'm trying to get the meringue a golden brown color without burning it.
20 seconds till order's up!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
Wow. I know the flavors are there, seasoned perfectly.
It is out of my comfort zone, but I hope I get my name called up.
The next cook chose a dish often described as humble. And the home cook who made it is Becky.
It's really good to hear my name. I'm just hoping that they like it. I made grapefruit and basil pie with Italian meringue and a crumble.
This is no humble pie. The presentation is beautiful. An Italian meringue. Why not French meringue?
Italian meringue goes like marshmallowy and has a different texture.
I like that marshmallow and that beautiful candy grapefruit jelly. It balances out the tart from that grapefruit. Are you sure you're 19?
Yeah.
You're making me proud.
Where did you learn how to plate like this?
Well, I'm pretty much self-taught.
It's really sophisticated. A lot of layers of flavor going through there. This shows a tremendous amount of skill. You have a lot of talent.
Thank you. I'm so proud of myself.
Andy versus Becky, it doesn't get more exciting than this.
My whole menu is apples and kind of naturey things. I'm using a lot of fall rustic flavors, and I want to demonstrate how versatile an apple actually is. I have a lot of components and techniques to do today, so I have to really push myself and work really fast today.
Becky is doing a Scotch quail's egg, which is a British classic. Every pub, every little cafe, they will sell a Scotched egg.
Tricky business, though, because that quail egg can overcook by the time the crust on the outside is cooked.
Those are adorable. Look how small they are.
I make Scotch eggs at home all the time. My dad and my sister really enjoy them. Eggs live in nests, so I'm putting it back into nature.
Becky, you're doing amazing. Those look great.
Becky's family is going to be absolutely shocked when they see how much she has grown as a cook.
Becky,
Hi.
what are you doing now?
Spiralizing.
No kidding. What's that, for the nest?
Yeah.
What's the cook on the quail's egg?
Find out when they come out the deep fryer.
I don't want to see a dry egg yolk.
Okay.
All done?
Yeah.
Have you cut into one?
No.
Are you going to do that?
Later.
Later.
When Becky cooks, she is laser focused and anything around her is non-existent.
I got a feeling that you want me to go away.
Well, I got things to do.
You got things to do. All right, get the hint.
What's that, Becky?
Rabbit.
I see Becky's strategy right now. She has made her appetizer easier to prep because her main course is very intricate. Becky right now is breaking down her rabbit saddle. The bones on a rabbit are very small. You have to have the hands of a surgeon to be able to do that.
The first dish is Becky's Scotch quail egg with pork and apple coating on a nest of potatoes and parsnips.
I really enjoyed the presentation because it's so natural. But I don't think you two got the better deal out of this because there seems to be a color variation.
Some of the potatoes are burnt.
Let's not forget, Becky had extra time.
Yeah. She could have re-spiraled the potatoes, refried them, maybe a little bit less time in the fryer. Okay, let's try it. Yes, some of the potatoes are a little bit charred, but this dish is absolutely delicious. You've got the pickled pearl onions, you've got the charred leeks, the peeled cherry tomatoes. Those ingredients really help to counteract the fattiness of the other ingredients, and that's really intelligent cooking.
I think it showcases a great deal of technique. Seasoning on the sausage meat, I thought was spot on.
The flavors are beautiful. The Scotch egg, done to perfection. I'm very impressed.
For the entree, I'm making rabbit two ways with Jerusalem artichoke puree. I have to braise the rabbit, which I already started.
Oh my goodness, what is that called again?
Caul fat.
Caul fat. You're putting your rabbit and your apple in there, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. It's amazing.
Caul's fat is the fat around a cow's stomach. It's just a great way of keeping things together with meat.
And also add moisture and flavors.
At home, don't have the equipment, don't have the access to all these ingredients. Like 3 months ago, it was impossible to become a chef for me, and now it's super close.
Yes, yes, Becky. Yes, Becky.
2 minutes! Servers are coming in 2 minutes.
Go, Andy. You're doing good, buddy.
Plating is absolutely key. Everything I put out has to be restaurant quality.
Incredible focus on these two home cooks.
There's a lot of pressure right now. I can feel my hands shaking as I put the puree in the plate.
Yes, Becky.
These last seconds are completely chaotic.
Let's go, Andy.
Come on, Andy!
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm trying to get the microgreens on there just to give it a refining touch.
Come on, Andy!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
I'm really happy with the apple flavors in the entree. They're infused into the rabbit, so you can't really miss them.
The first entree the judges will taste is Becky's. Rabbit saddle, caramelized apple and fennel wrapped in caul fat, and cider braised rabbit legs on a Jerusalem artichoke puree.
The sauce could have been a little bit thicker. It lacks a bit of color, but it smells great.
Her composition is actually very chef-inspired. The cook on Becky's loin of rabbit is spot on perfect. And then the leg, moist, but fall off the bone flaky. This is a dish that embodies her thoughtfulness she's put into the dish. It's things that grow together, go together.
The oyster puree is smooth, silky. It's not rich, but it's got flavor.
She cooks with so much instinct. She nailed it. Wow, look at the energy in this kitchen.
I really can't feel how exhausted I am right now. We haven't stopped.
What you making there, Becky?
Twigs.
My dessert is gonna be a fallen apple, like one that's freshly fallen off a tree. It's an apple panna cotta.
The core is going to be an apple jelly with toasted pine nut seeds, and then a twig made out of this dough and a sugar leaf.
If any one of these steps goes wrong, it's gonna ruin the entire dessert.
It's a lot to do with just 1 hour. I want to show the judges a completely different type of dessert. I can never afford culinary school, so the only food knowledge that I had was through cookbooks. And now this experience has opened up a whole new world for me.
Yeah, I don't think Becky's future is in construction anymore.
Hi there, Becky. So what are you making for pudding? As you know, pudding, that's what we Brits call dessert. What are you making for dessert?
I'm going to do a fallen apple. So it's a apple panna cotta with an apple jelly core with some toasted pine nuts in it.
Nice.
And then this is going to be like the ground.
The soil?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Is there anything a little extra that you're going to do to this dessert?
And I'm going to do a gel glaze.
And the glaze is going to be going onto the apple itself.
Yeah.
Sounds like the perfect ending to your apple-themed 3-course menu. Smells good, Becky.
Thank you. You got this, Becky. You got this, Becky.
I chose some pine nuts and put them in the jelly core, and they represent the seeds in an actual apple.
Brilliant.
How ingenious is that?
The apple jelly is not set enough, so the pine nuts keep floating back up. It's like a whack-a-mole.
I have no idea if this dessert is gonna work until like the last minute. I'm happy to present this dessert, but it's nerve-wracking getting the feedback.
Becky, please describe your dessert.
My dessert is a fallen apple. It's a apple panna cotta with an apple jelly, a soil, a sabla twig, and a sugar leaf.
Where's the glaze?
I just thought it would be too fake, that red color from food coloring, so I just wasn't comfortable serving it.
Nothing wrong with that. If it doesn't belong there, don't put it there.
Let's dig in.
The flavors are somewhat familiar, yet unique and different. Familiar as far as the panna cotta with the apple jelly within it. The soil has a deep, rich flavor to it that is such a strong anchor to this dish.
This is one of the most original desserts I've had anywhere.
There's a lot going on, but you can sense what is going on. So nothing is overpowering. And I like the journey you have taken us on with the apple.